Coach Kriegy. Oh, sorry, guys. Christy's nickname is Kriegy, so you might hear that a lot. It's Christy Kriegy. Kriegy, the calendar was sent out as well.
Yep. Yeah, it's all in the one email, the programs.
Okay, amazing. Just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're new to K2Fit and you don't have a nickname yet, you will. It's pretty essential. Don't worry, it'll come just naturally. We don't force it. So with your calendar, guys, I like to print out the calendar, and a lot of people have said this is how they've been so successful, because they print it out, they smack it on their fridge, and they tick day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way, because you can like physically see it. It's very tangible, and it's very encouraging looking at your week and going, oh, I hit all my workouts. So that's one way that you can do it. You don't have to, especially if you don't like printing paper, I understand. But it does help you keep on track, keep motivated, and stay accountable to yourself. Another thing about that, in your teams, I do very, very, very much encourage that you, once you complete your workout, you say day 1 done, and you put like a tick mark or whatever, or take a in your mindset, stay accountable to your own health and fitness goals. It's very easy to fall off track if you don't have team captain, teammates that you want to check in with, and to get that reassurance back, because people are putting it in the group, and then you're like, oh, cool, I can do my workout too. Yep, done. Yeah, that's me dancing. Why do you guys give me the platform, Christy and Elizabeth? Seriously. Nope. Okay. I don't know if they've heard about it yet. Weekend Warriors. I see Adeline writing, so that's cool. Maybe she's just texting her friend. I don't know. Weekend Warriors. Has everyone heard of this yet, Christy, or no, not yet? No, not specifically. Oh, yeah. It was in the email. It said on day 6, slightly. Okay, doesn't matter whether you read it or not. Every week, there's this bonus workout called a Weekend Warrior. Okay, a Weekend Warrior is totally optional for you guys. So if for some reason you get to your 4th day and you're done training for the week and you're like, oh my God, I can't do the Weekend Warrior, I'm exhausted, I need to rest. Don't worry. But if you can do the Weekend Warrior, it's a body weight workout. You can do it anywhere in the world. And we do this Zoom where I can actually watch you and your workout. And that way I can check your form. I can encourage you. We have some time together. So we do that weekly, and it will most likely be on every Saturday. If it's shifted, we will let you know in advance. And generally it's at this time, because we want to try and encourage our UK European peeps to also get on the call. And we know it's early over there for you guys. So yeah, that's just a bonus workout that we put out every week. So there'll be 10 Weekend Warriors. It's fun to do together. So if you can join it, it's a lot of fun. And I enjoy it because then I get to talk to you. I'm on an island by myself. I'm looking at the chat just to see. Warm-up example. Yes. Warm-ups should be dynamic and get the blood flowing, get you warmed up for the movements that are in your workout. So especially if it's like a leg day, for example, you can focus on leg movements like jog on the spot, jumping jack, high knees, this kind of thing. But yes, we will give you the K2Fit style warm-up, which I pretty much do at the beginning of every workout for the last 12 years. I'm sure Peter has done that workout. Is he still on the call? Yeah, there he is. I'm sure you've done that K2Fit style warm-up how many times, Peter? 1,000 again? Yeah. But it's good because it just warms the body up. It's routine. It's like, okay, I'm setting myself out to do this many times. All right, now I'm good to go for my workout. With that said, you guys, something that I like to do with my training is when you're starting your first two, especially your first two weighted exercises of the day. So let's say it's like a lat pull down. So you've got the bar and you're pulling the bar down. Okay. I want you to do the easiest weight possible and do 2 sets of super, super, super easy weight. And the reason of that, like, I mean, it's a little bit of tension, but easy weight, because it warms up the muscles, but not just the muscles, but the tendons and the ligaments to get them ready for the load of that move. So it might feel a little tedious because it's quite easy to do, but it just gets you performing better when you're getting ready for the movement. So try that. If you're brand new to working out, keep your weights low at the very beginning of the challenge anyway, because your body is going to go, ah, what are you doing? So you need time to like give it some time to get used to the weighted loads. Any questions on workouts, warm up while we're just on the topic? All good, team? Okay. I expected way more questions, guys. Somebody try to stump me. Actually, no, don't try to stump me. Nora, you be quiet. We'll talk later. Nora's like doing her full studies right now. She'll ask me something super hard. I'll be like, oh, God, where's my textbook? Hold on. Okay, team. So the workouts, you've got your PDFs, you've got your teams. You will, in your teams, get the exercise movements shared by video in your teams, okay? So there will be like maybe 10 to 12 videos that you'll see in a day, but if you only have 4 of those moves, just watch the videos for the 4 so you don't get confused. Because remember, the K2Fit challenge has different levels and different programs. So we want to make sure that you just focus on you. Do what you're doing. If you see somebody doing some crazy burpee backflip, kickflip thing, and you're like, what? Oh my God. And it's not in your program, don't worry about it. Okay, just focus on the PDF. It's your 1 to 5. Those are the exercise videos that I need to watch. Okay, now I know how to do it, and now I know how to go through my day. Okay. So the team captains will share that in the group the day before the training. Any questions about technique or workout? We just got where we're supposed to be. No worries, Marlon. She's probably already left. Okay, guys, if you find the workouts are too easy or too hard, I don't know what I'm counting, too easy or too hard in week 1 and 2, before we get to week 3, okay, so you should know by middle of week 2 if it's too easy or too hard. You can change your program. You can do this one time in the challenge, okay? So one time change for absolutely free. If you want to upgrade and get both programs so you can use gym and home or advanced and beginner, you can do that. You can change one time without any fee, okay? So just let Christy know at the beginning, middle of week 2, okay? By the time you get through week 1 and you're into it, you'll know, okay, no, I need to level up. Like, and if you have any questions, hey, hi, I'm your coach. Hey, Coach Kara, I'm finding this too easy, but what's advanced going to be like? Do you think I can do it? And I'll be like, okay, how is it going with this? And we'll have a conversation so I can personally coach you and make sure you get the right level. Corey, you've been sick. How can you find your WeChat group? Maybe there's 2 group. Wait, what city are you in again? I can send the groups to the WeChat again to make sure you're in the right group. Egbert, are the gym and home exercises completely interchangeable? Meaning if I do day 1 gym and day 2 home and then day 3 gym, is it okay? Yes, Absolutely. That's how I actually design them. So I design them for the everyday person that sometimes is like, oh crap, I can't get to the gym today because it's 20-minute drive. I got too many meetings. I just need to get a workout in. I have my dumbbells. So the schedule is perfectly interchangeable. Day 1, gym, day 2, home, day 3, gym. Yeah. So if you want to do that. Hangzhou, Corey. Okay, so maybe one of our Shanghai teams would be good for you, mate, in case you want to meet up at some point. Okay. I think I covered all the questions there. Guys, any other questions about the training right now? Everyone looks good. Hi, Captain Mark. Thanks for joining us, mate. There he is. Photos. Has everyone taken their photos? Can you just write in the chat? Yes, taking my photos, or no. Yes or no. Photos are fun, right? No. Who here has been in the challenge before and taken photos and been like, oh my gosh, why am I doing this? Just raise the hands. Like everyone, right? Like seriously, it's a daunting process, but the reason we do it is for your benefit. The K2Fit challenge, actually, there's a competition side to the challenge where there's winners of different categories and things like that. And we have a couple winners in here, I see. But you don't have to compete in the challenge, but I just want to give you the background of why. So me as a coach, I want you to hit your goals and see results. And with that said, it is almost impossible to see from day 1 to day 70 how your body shifts in those 70 days without photo proof that you can go side by side and go, oh, look how good I did. This happened many times in the beginning of K2Fit when people were like, what, Kara, I'm sending you photos of me in my bikini, why? And I was like, that's okay, I'm making a wallpaper of you, it's fine, it's cool, just send me your photos. That's not what happens, guys. I'm just kidding. No, the reason is, so they of course, there's a lot of trust, and I thank you so much for trusting in me. Nobody's going to see your photos unless you win. If you don't want to win, but you still want to take your photos, that's okay. We can discuss that. But the reason why, in the beginning, many people got to like week 9, week 10, and they're like, coach, I'm not going to take my measurements and photos. I'm like, what? Why? And it was because I didn't do so well. I'm like, no. You don't know how well you did. I've seen you've been training, you've been following the program, you've mostly been okay on the diet. Oh, but I fell off in this week and this week. And I'm like, no, just take them. So they would go and take their photos and take their measurements, and 100% of them came back. I'm not kidding. And we were like, oh, I had no idea. Because the thing is we see ourselves in the mirror every single day, and we also can't see our back very well in mirrors, but you see yourself every single day. So your body is shifting in micro incremental stages, basically. But stage 1 to stage 70, basically, you look at those and the difference is there. It really is. So it's very, very, very important for your success to do this. It keeps you accountable. It will give you a lot of motivation at the end, because even if you think you only hit a little bit of your goals, let's hope you smash all of them. But even if you think you only hit a little bit, you'll be able to look and be like, you know what? Good on me. I stuck to this thing for 10 weeks and look at what I did. It's really, really important. So please do get your photos and measurements done. We will not blast them over the internet. The only ones you see on the internet and our websites is winners and people who have given us consent. We don't just show people's photos. We keep them privately for our wallpaper. Everyone knows that's a joke, right? And it's like, what? It's a joke, guys. Any questions about actually, I'm just going to read this out real quick. Captain Kristen just said, I can honestly say that photos and measurements are such a good indicator of the progress you've made. Do it for yourself and own your personal journey, even if not planning to compete. Yes, well said. And Kristen, maybe we could share your photo journey, buddy. I always love sharing those photos out. And Panda said, take all the photo poses. So there's 5 shots. Front, I'll get up, I'll be a little robot. So front, side. When you do the side shot, try to like hold your hands like just away from the body so you're not covering. You can see my awesome shorts now, guys. It's business on top, party on the bottom. So put your hand here so it's not covering your butt, because if it's right here, then it's hard to see your change. And then like out, like that is a good way. And then the back and a back flex, and then the front flex. I don't know if you saw it, flex. I remember the first time I saw, at the time was just a member, and now is our coach, Elizabeth, her photos. She's like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Like some of the funniest photos I've ever seen. And she went up and won, and now she's very happy, Elizabeth, right? That you took your photos at the very beginning to see all the changes over the time. Yes. And the reason we do the 5 photos is just so you can see all angles where you've changed, because sometimes the body shifts a lot more in certain places and not as much in other places. All of those. So take the 5 photos. And yes, please do print the Challenger printout, and you can just stick it on the wall. I'll send you guys again the before and after example with our friend Paul. He's a very good looking chap. So we have an example that you guys can follow, but basically just post it on the wall, and then you just stand next to the poster, and then that way we know that it's current, and it just helps with the challenge. So we know, because we get hundreds of people sending in their photos, and if it doesn't, because once you print it out, you write your name on it. So it's just nice to be like, oh yeah, that's Katerina. Oh yeah, that's Janine. Like I know, but okay, so it's super clear. Joanne, I kind of let myself go over the summer, and I feel a bit embarrassed about my before photos this time. Sorry, that happens. Mark, mute. Bad guy. Thank you. Was in the previous 10-week challenge, and I drank too much wine over the holidays. So you went into off season. So one of the things in K2Fit, we have this like 10 weeks together to see as massive change as possible. So it's totally up to you how intently you do the meal plan. So if you want to not drink for 10 weeks, that's up to you. If you want to learn about the 80-20 rule, which is very key for sustainable habits for the future, we're going to talk about that as well, because we really want you to take on these changes. And don't feel bad, John. We all fall off sometimes, right? Like even me, we all fall off, and we all go, okay, reset, let's go. Here we go. But yeah, we're going to talk about the 80-20 rule, so you guys can see massive change in this 10 weeks, but then also hold on to it after, and then just keep going to your next set of goals after Christmas.
Thanks, I'll try my best.
You're going to do great, but you did great last season. You did really well. Last date for photos. I think we're doing till Tuesday, right, Kriegi? Or no, is it, what day is it?
It says to the midnight on Monday, the 27th, but
Oh, that's what I was good.
I think normally we do give a day of questions, like the Tuesday, where people can ask questions if they're having trouble. They can get us to check the photos to make sure they've got the poster and all that sort of stuff. So if you have taken photos and you want us to double check on Monday or Tuesday, then as long as you actually reach out to us, then we will still accept them.
Yeah. We know Mark's in it to win it now. When are these due? Yeah, he is. You might have to beat Egbert. Egbert, what category are you in this time, matey? So sample. Your poses were not good, Egbert. Okay, yeah, take them again, mate. If you can take them like straight on, everyone, not like at an angle. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to do, but like, so if somebody's taking a photo of you and they're taking it like this and you're looking, you know, like our body elongates and shortens depending on how the photo is. So when I take photos for Kriggy, because so I'm 5'8", 173, and Kriggy's 5'2". So when I took photos one time, she goes so mad at me, and then I retook them. Don't worry, she didn't get that mad. She never gets mad, but she's small, so I have to like bend down and take the photos, because if I take them like this, then it shortens her little body, right? So you want to make sure you're like straight on so people can see, well, you can see, because if you take photos, I've had people take photos from above first and then below, and the body totally looks different because of the angle. So just try and get the same angle at the before and after, and same person to do measurements. Okay, so the measurements, everybody knows about the measurements, but measurements are the circumference around the points. We'll send out, I mean, it's in the group, but we can send it out again, the measurement chart that you take measurements. So the same person that takes them in the before, ask them to take them after, because everyone tends to measure a little bit differently. So we try to keep everything as standard, I guess, as possible. Quick question, suggestion. Yeah, let's see. Yes, Joanne, sure. We have technically three ways to sign up because of the different markets and because of WeChat. WeChat makes websites very, very difficult. You have to have certain authorization to do that. So you can always sign up at K2FitChallenge.com or K2Fit.com. And then by WeChat, it's a little bit harder to find the link, because in WeChat, you have to have the official account and the link to it in there. So it is a little bit tricky, but I'm glad you found it.
Me too. Need like a big,
yeah, like a big arrow. Okay, team. So, I mean, let me ask my coaches too. I have a huge FAQ that I could go through and talk to you guys for a really, really long time, but I want to make sure I'm getting the most important ones. And I do want to make sure I'm answering any questions you have. If you're holding back at all, you can also just direct message at Elizabeth or at myself, so everyone doesn't see, and I won't call out your name. I'll keep you anonymous. Unless it's Fiona, then I'm definitely gonna call out her name. Let me just look what I've got too, guys. Modifications, exercise modifications or injuries, okay? So if there's something on your program that you cannot do, of course, ask. Please do let us know, and we will do our best to help you modify the exercise. So for example, I have a little bit of a hurt knee right now, poor knee. So I can't do like a jump lunge, for example. You might see that in your program. If you have a knee that's a little angry at you as well, or hip or back or whatever that says, hey, I can't do jump lunges, then we're gonna take it down a level. So just because it says jump lunge and you can't do it, we don't skip it. We try to find a modification first, which would be a stepping lunge. If that still hurts the knee, then it would be a standard up and down lunge. If that still hurts the knee, then I probably want to see a video of you doing it, because you could be in the wrong position or need to see a physio to make sure that you're like getting back up. But there's always ways to modify. So when I see in our programs, because I do the programs too, like I'm in this with you guys. I really want to like start day 1 and do to day 70. So when I see jump lunge, instead of that, I just do a walking lunge. So yeah, and when I do squats, I can't go like squats. You're supposed to be going like butt to the floor, right? It's very, very difficult. Ideally, you can go to 90 degrees in the knee with 90, there you go. So because I have knee issues, I can only do this right now. I've had people get very upset with themselves because they can only do that. And I'm like, no, it's okay. Our bodies we're not robots. We have to adjust to our levels, and it's okay because we're going to get stronger later. So if there's anything that you find you can't do, or you feel insecure about doing, or you feel like a failure for not being able to do it, please reach out, because you're not a failure at any point in this journey. I promise you, fitness is not about, it's all just positive. It's just all working around what we've got to work with, our levels. Okay, so just reach out if you ever feel like, ah man. I'm just looking at a few questions, guys, but if you have any more, let me know. So traveling during the challenge, you can utilize the Weekend Warrior. We will do one holiday workout during the challenge to help people as well. But yeah, utilizing things like your backpack for squats, you know, like things that you actually can do around you. But yeah, at home workouts while traveling, the best ones to follow during that time is Weekend Warriors, because it's all body weight. So you just go back to Weekend Warrior 1, Weekend Warrior 2, you're like, that's a great workout. All right, I'll just do that. But you can ask as we go as well. Has everyone seen my TEDx talk, by the way? Can you just give a hands up if you've seen it, just so I can see? So most people have. Okay, cool. If you haven't, especially if this is your first time on K2Fit, would you please go and watch this for your benefit and also mine, but mostly for you. We have a very different style of coaching than a lot of coaches. I'm sure there's other coaches like me. I'm not saying we're the only one, but we're the best. We're the best. But in my TEDx talk, I talk about trials and tribulations of fitness and why it is not an all or nothing. And a lot of people fail on their fitness journey because they get to a standstill, they hit a bump in the road, they fall off the wagon. Is that for alcoholics, or they fall on the wagon, off the wagon? They've hit something that like jolts them, and then they like kind of, oh man, that was too hard, I give up. And we want to get away from this mindset, because there's always a way to be a healthier you, a fitter you, mindset wise as well, and feeling good about yourself. So please, I'll send the link. Do take 18 minutes to watch it. TEDx talks are supposed to be 18 minutes. I got it 17:48. It's pretty spot on. And I think it's somewhat entertaining. I don't know. Did you guys like it? Christy's scratching her head. I think she was scratching her head before that, though. Did you like it? She's like, oh. She heard it so many times. I was walking around my kitchen just preparing. Okay, there was another question about how realistic is Chinese friends to join non-English speaking. We did with Chinese subtitles and Chinese coaching before. It was a bit tricky for us as we don't have a Chinese coaching team to take care of them. So as much as we want to help, we want people to try our programs and be in K2Fit, they would probably benefit more with it. I don't want to say benefit more with a Chinese coach because our program's so good. It's just hard, because if they have any questions and need any modifications, or, you know, like, it's going to be really hard for me to go into coaching fully in Chinese, because I've always done it in English. So it might be tricky. So whoever has Chinese friends, they can join, but it is I guess you just have to say it's an English language program. You can follow the pictures on the PDFs, and you could follow the video techniques of Coach Kara, but it's an English language program. Sorry. We'll look at it again in future, but I have a wonky knee and a glute band. Yes. Yeah, you can't go as low, but you're adding resistance with the band. Is that what you mean? Where is she? Is that Arwen? Yeah. It's you. Do you want to say something, buddy? No. She's like, no. So do you mean you're adding resistance by adding the glute, like the band, and just not going down as far? Yeah, that's a great way. For sure. For sure. Just go to the range of motion that you can, add more resistance through a band or through a dumbbell. That's good. Yeah. While we're just chatting with Arwen, guys, Arwen, you put your little face back in the hole. Arwen helps us with our vegan recipes. So everyone wave to Arwen. Hi, Arwen. Thanks. Thanks for helping us with our vegan recipes. They're super good. And I hope you guys enjoy them. Actually, speaking of meal plans, you've got the two. One is plant-based and one is non-plant-based. It's up to you what you utilize. You can mix and match. The structure is the same. Most important thing is I want you to have protein with every meal. Find a protein you like, protein that fits in your day, protein with every meal, and then your veggies, and then your starchy carbs after that. So protein in every meal. Vegan, non-plant-based, plant-based or not. Panda, you have to get going. Thanks, bud. Oh man, maybe we do need to look at the Chinese market. Loads of Chinese people were asking what my secret was. Okay, team, any other questions right now? Actually, do you guys mind if I take a quick photo before? I know people have to go. If you guys are okay with that, you just give me a little smile or cover your face. Okay, ready? 1, 2. Thank you. We're not necessarily done. I just wanted to take that in case people do have to leave, guys. Does anyone have any questions about which category you should compete in? If we do have competitors here. Not sure if that's we can choose those at the end, actually, just while we're thinking about it. So there's different categories that you can compete in. We'll let you know at the end, and then you can choose which category that is. So that's just for like the competition side of K2Fit. So there are winners selected by our judging team. Our judging team is not Coach Elizabeth, myself, or Coach Christy. We take it away from our hands because we love everyone, and we'd be like kindergartners being like, you get a medal and you get a medal and you get a medal and everybody wins. So we put this to a judging team for them to take care of. But that's later. For now, really all I want you to focus on is you. Like, this is your journey. This is about you making the changes that you want. Question. Sometimes I couldn't finish my workout for the day in time. Is it okay to just tack it on to the next day? Ideally, no. I mean, yes, you can, but ideally, like if you look at your program and you know that it's going to take a little bit of time, or you're getting like halfway through and you're like, oh crap, I'm not going to finish this. I want you to reduce how many sets you do actually and get the full workout done. Because you're working that day is specific to either a push, a pull, upper body, lower body, or a muscle group split. And it's specifically for that day. So I want you to get through that day, even if you have to take 2 sets off the last 2 exercises because you're like, oh God, my class is starting or whatever. So get through the one day at a time. Are you changing 40 plus to 50 plus as you were considering? I don't think so at this time, but we might have to look at that. What we're going to do is look at our challengers this season, and it might shift, it might not. We need to take it in stride, but we can't have both, basically. We need to have one or the other. Any question I missed? Nope. No, you will not get bulky as a woman. with the exercises. The only way you can become like a female Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's such a hard word to say. The only way you can become like a female Arnie is to train like Arnie and eat like Arnie. It's very, 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 very difficult for women to, because we don't hold, well, as much of the hormone testosterone as men, so we don't bulk up. It's almost impossible for us to bulk up. I lift super, super heavy weights every single day, and I'm still just somewhat normal. I mean, I don't know, there's kind of a bicep. So going from that, like really, it's very, very, very difficult. The programs are designed to get you into the leanest and tonest and best shape that you and your body will adjust to. Everybody's bodies are different. If there are some people ask, oh, can I hit my legs more or something like that? Yes, absolutely. But you're going to see in the structure of the program, especially week 1 and 2, that you already have 2 leg days in there. And then we're going to do a weekend warrior together, hopefully. And then you're going to do sloga. So you're getting like really well-rounded workouts. Elizabeth, actually, while I'm just mentioning sloga, do you want to mention the benefits of why it's very important for people to do at least one sloga session at the end of the week? Or 5 minutes a day? Either way.
Yes, I think to do it one time a week is good, but if you can, it's better that you pick a few of the stretches that we already sent and do them after your workout, and to target the muscle groups you focused on for that workout. That's better to do it more and less than like 1 hour once a week. So it's very, very good for your muscle recovery, for your flexibility, and also this season I will focus a lot on breathing and breathing techniques that you can use during your workouts as well that can help you. So yeah. Good.
So for years I did not do any yoga, or as we call it, sloga. I'm very inflexible. So when we do the Zoom workouts together, we're going to do weekend warrior strength stuff with me, the big bodybuilder that's not really that big anymore. And then Elizabeth will take over and put you through a long, lovely stretch afterwards to make sure you're recovering well and loosening up the muscles to make sure you don't have too much muscle soreness as well. And we look forward to seeing you guys on those weekend warriors. They're super fun. Much more fun than this. I'm trying, guys. You don't even have as many questions as I thought. I've got like a bunch down that I'm trying to answer as we go, but I think I've covered all the ones that were asked, and then anything that I thought was super important. So we're pretty close to being done. I think we're almost at an hour of hanging out together. Thanks so much for spending this time with us. Super, super happy, guys. Thank you. Would anyone like to ask anything else? Or my favorite, wait, I see something. My favorite outcome of the K2Fit challenge is that I feel truly strong. In between challenges, I may gain a few pounds, but the feeling of strong has stayed with me. I feel great. Amazing. Awesome, Nora. Thank you for sharing that. It's so true. As I said before, we have these off seasons. Okay. Ideally, of course, we're always just getting stronger and leaner and fitter and better, but we're humans, and humans are allowed to do a little wave. I don't want you to lose 15 pounds and then gain it right back after the challenge is over. But if you, for example, I'm just using weight as an example right now, but we'll talk about your goals later. But if you lose 15 pounds in the 10-week challenge and then Christmas comes along and you gain 3 to 4 back, I don't want you to feel bad about yourself. I want you to be like, that was a great Christmas and I enjoyed my family time and I just lost 15. So I lost 10 or so still, I'm okay. And now we pick it back up. Because this is normal. This is normal human behavior, that we have times that we are in off season or let loose a little bit. But with that said, I want you guys to focus on this 10-week as much as you can in your best way. And as we go, we'll talk about this more and more so that you have your most successful results, you hit your goals, that you feel amazing about yourself. And also, I'm just going to say one more time, the 80-20 rule. This is not an all or nothing plan, you guys. If you want it to be, and you know you can hold out the willpower to not have a slice of pizza for the next 10 weeks, then do that. I mean, if that feels good to you. But I know that when Friday or Saturday night comes along and I want to have a slice of pizza, I'm going to have a slice of pizza and I'm going to have a salad instead of eating the whole pizza. You just see what I mean? So we're going to teach you and talk about ways that you can still enjoy the things that we love. Does anyone else like pizza? No? A few? Yeah. Yeah, right? So I don't want you guys just to be like, oh, I've started this diet K2Fit and it's this hard regimen and I can't do anything I like and I can't go out with my friends because my friends are having pizza and all I get to eat is steamed broccoli and chicken. Ugh. That's setting you up for failure, for sure. So we're going to learn about how to do the 80-20 to your best. You can do 90-10 if you want. So 90% of the time you're eating only healthy foods and 10% of the time you give yourself some leeway. This is good for your mind and it's good for your heart. Okay. Kara, don't forget my cue. What's your cue? Oh no, did I miss? Will we still have some of the gains in strength from last 10 weeks? Or am I starting from square one? Nobody, you still have strength from the last 10 weeks. No worries, for sure, for sure. The first week though, your body will probably like go, ah! That's what muscles do when I don't know why they do that. That's not what they actually do. Well, kind of. So yeah, the first week, your body will probably be a little like, yeah, see, I guess I don't have a really, really good word to insert there. So your body will be like, ah, in the first week. But week 2, because you've done the 10-week challenge before, because you've done other fitness before, week 2, you're going to be like, oh yeah. And the muscles are going to be like, right, okay, that's how I do this exercise. Okay, yeah, I remember. And then you're going to get stronger much faster. The thing with fitness is once you've started, if you have a little lull where you stop, when you come back, you're much stronger and your body remembers much faster. And so, yes, you're going to be good, but you're going to be okay. And Nora's cooking for all of us, Nora. Can we get a chef to cook with the recipe? Adeline, do you want me to cook for you for 10 weeks? I can cook you toast and eggs, and I can order you fruit and salads. That's... All right. If you're walking 20,000 steps in a day in your job, what are you doing? Are you a gardener? I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer. Ask your questions if you have any final ones, but this is something I just thought of with that question. When is the best time to work out? Whenever it's good for you. Honestly, do not believe any fad sayings that the workout's better because you're burning more fat, or after work is no good because your adrenaline is going to keep pumping. Yes, maybe for some of these things, maybe for you, but the best time to work out is whenever you can get it in. And ideally, if you can work out the same time every day, so you get into a nice routine, so you're actually like mindset wise, you're like, I'm going to work out every morning at 7, and then you get up at 7 and you just continually do your workout the same time every day. It helps with mindset. But again, with that said, whenever you can in your day, there's some day I like to work out at 1 p.m. But then there's some days that I'm like, man, if I would leave it till 1, I'm not going to get to the gym because I know I'm going to get into work and then I'm going to skip my workout. Yes, even as a coach, I want to skip workouts for sure. And I'm going to be working at my desk and I'm not going to get anything done. So then I'll do it in the morning. Really, just whenever you can, get your workouts in.